All right, guys, welcome to week 6. We're more than halfway done. I appreciate those of you who are doing what you're supposed to do. You'll be rewarded with good grades in the class. What I want to talk about today is let you know what we're going to do this week, what's due, when it's due. Make sure you understand some of the material that's available to you. So you will have a forum post just like normal. It'll be about fundraising. It's due. Your initial post is due Friday. Your responses are due on Sunday. Um, and then you will have an assignment that'll also be due on Sunday. And the assignment has to do with learning how to budget. And so there's some material that I've got posted for you to be able to kind of hopefully help you out. So um, there is some information about budgeting, how it works. I've also got some information on Excel because you're going to do your budget in Excel, and most budgets that you see are in Excel. And so this is just stuff that you can kind of look at, and it'll help you help you get an idea of kind of what a budget, what should go in a budget. Okay, this is just kind of a way of helping you create it. Okay, now for your assignment, what you're going to have to do is, and this is assignment 3, so it's right here, is you're going to have to do a budget. And so you're going to pick a high school sport, doesn't matter which one you pick, and you're going to do a line item budget. What that means is you're going to come up with categories, and within those categories, you're going to list all the things you would need for a year to fund that sport, and how many of them you would need, and how much they should cost. And you should come up with a grand total. And this will be everything that you need to run a successful team. So I just gave you just a brief list. I said apparel, travel, food, tons of other things. And so what you're going to submit to me on Sunday is a very detailed Excel sheet. So 80% of this is going to be, do you do it right? Is it the way it should be? And then the other 20% is going to be, does it look good? Is it easy to read? Now, I strongly suggest that you go find a coach that you trust to help you with this, to give you ideas of what goes in their budgets. Maybe they have a budget you can look at, because you're gonna learn more that way. Okay. The other thing is you're gonna learn to make contact with people. I'll tell you this, guys. There are a handful of things that will get you fired in coaching, other than the way your players are on the field or court, and it's not having money. Okay, bottom line is you have to raise money and you have to have money, and that's why we're talking about that this week. That's why the forum is going to have to do with fundraising. But it is critical that you understand how important budgeting is, and understand the difference between the different types of budgets. Okay, and that's one thing I want to go over with you here real quick, just to kind of make sure that you understand that there's 2 different kinds of budgets. Okay, the first kind of budget is um, where you're given a budget and you have to stay within that budget. So, for instance, at Reinhardt or at any college, the coaches at those schools are given a budget each year, and that budget says you have X amount of money for this, for travel, for apparel, and they have to stay within that budget. Okay. The other type of budget is a zero-based budget, and what that is what you see at high school. And what that is starting on July 1st, everybody has whatever money they had left over from last year, and whatever you spend, you have to raise. I mean, if you plan on spending $10,000, then you have to come up as a coach with that $10,000. School system's not going to give you anything. And nowadays, most school systems make you pay for travel. They make you pay for buses. Some make you pay for the gas in the bus. Some make you pay for the bus driver. So that's one of those things that varies quite a bit. But the one thing that is consistent is that you are going to have to pay your way. And as a coach, if maybe you don't have the greatest athletes or you're not the most successful X's and O's coach, but you do a good job with your players, you treat them well, and you do a good job raising money, you will always have a job. This is one of those must-have skills, is understand how to raise money and understand how to keep a budget. This will get you hired very quickly. Trust me on this one. And so I encourage you to do a good job on this. Reach out to coaches. Reach out to me if you need help. I'm not going to volunteer my help, but I'll help you if you ask. But then, make sure you understand how to set up an Excel sheet that looks nice, and then make sure that you look over this budget reading, because this will give you a lot of material. All right, the last thing I want to end with, guys, is that, those of you who are doing a good job on the forums, you're getting all the points and you're doing well in the class, but some of you guys are struggling simply because you're just not doing what you're asked to do. And this class is not overly difficult, and it doesn't take a lot of time, so commit to doing it right. And let's finish this thing strong. Thanks, guys.